สวัสดีปัดสวัส
อ๋อ
ดี
สวัสดีครับ Hello
Hello สัมภาษณ์ในภาษาอังกฤษนะครับ in English
oh okay okay
so but congratulations on your new film How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies.
thank you so much.
So tell us where the original idea came from for this story.
It came from my scriptwriter. He wrote a short story about his grandmother and sent it into the studio, and the producer liked it. So they sent the script to me, and I read it, and I totally in love with it, although it's a different genre. But when we have developed it after that for 2 years, but the original idea was the original chemistry between the grandmother and the grandson was really special. So yeah.
So how did you want to approach on filming this story to put it on screen to showcase the younger and older relationship?
Can I have your question again?
How do you want to approach filming this story?
Mm, I try very I try my best to be very sincere with the story. Whether I mean I try to not to put some kind of like my signature in the way that I direct, but I try to stick to the essence of each story. And what this story told me is that I have to direct it in a very natural way. So that's become like the core idea of the approach. So while working with the crew member, it's very important to me to really talk to them and understand how after they read the script, how do they see this story? How do they see themselves in the story, or how or which family member that they thought of while reading the script. And then I try my best to bring that into the creative process. And for example, my art department, he thought a lot about his mother, and the way that he designed the set was based pretty much from from the way that his mother always collect things from his childhood. So that's become so, and I do this with every department, so that the part of everyone will naturally be in the movie. Hopefully that the movie make the movie become very natural.
Absolutely. Tell us how you cast Putipong and Usha into their main roles. How did you find them?
Uh, I I know Putipong because he's a very famous actor in Thailand. So we call him in, and he was very eager to do this role, and very enthusiastic, and his personality is match match the character. So we go with him, and then but Usa is a very special case because because we wanted to because the producer want the actress for this role to be a newcomer,
Hmm.
that the one who is inexperienced. So we do a lot like of casting until we found her. And then because from what I said earlier that we want this film to be very natural, so my approach is to cast actor and actress who they don't have to be very good, but they have to have this chemistry. So it's just a matter of like, okay, we have Putipong now, and we cast a lot of Ama until we find the one who matches him.
So what was the process like to create that chemistry between Putipong and Usa? What did you have them do to create that relationship?
I just have them play games, like clapping game, or like a little bit of improvisation, just to see. I was looking for the the way that they're together and they're at ease and they're very comfortable, and he can joke on her without making her feel uncomfortable. And yeah, I just looking for that chemistry, and I didn't do anything almost at all.
Did you help them get into the mental state of of love and loss at this through this production?
Just a little tiny little bit. I'll just ask. We just have a lot of talking, and I'll just let the Usaha share her life experience about her kids and her grandkids. And luckily, she has a lot of daughters. She has many daughters and sons, and she has this granddaughters. So she could connect her experience to the grandmother in the movie almost instantly.
And and how did you convince Usa to shave her head for her part?
With money, mainly. Yeah,
A
I'll
million
just
baht.
yeah, yeah. Just I wouldn't accept it if she wouldn't shave it, because we didn't have that so good. I didn't have that really good special effect, I think. And it would be so uncomfortable for her because Thailand is so hot. She had to wear the wig all the time. And then luckily she accept the money.
Now, for myself as a Thai person watching this film, I noticed there's a lot of Chinese Thai cultural references. Could you talk about that that was put into a film like this?
Okay, me and my scriptwriter, we are both uh Chinese. Our parents are Chinese, so we grew up experiencing those tradition, those ritual, and the culture, and we both live in a big family, like multi generations. So it's just an attempt. This movie is just an attempt in to put when you live in one house and there's so many people in it, so many generations in it. It's like this big pot that and it creates the very unique memory in your for your childhood, and it just my my attempt and its attempt to really portray it the way it is.
So
Yeah.
for you personally, you relate to this story tremendously, right?
Yes, yes. It's there's the story in the movie. It's not exactly the same as my life, because my grandmother is still alive. But the characters in the movie, I base it on the people that I know from my life in order to direct them.
Now, I know from your previous project, Bad Genius, which I love, by the way, and I still watch it, but that one's a coming of age story, and I also consider this one as a coming of age story about
Mhm.
young people growing up. Why do you like this type of genre? How do you connect to them?
Mm. I think it's maybe I did it unintentionally. I didn't know, but maybe I started as as a documentary director, so it's maybe my obsession with understanding people. I really wanted to understand people around me. I love listening to them. So maybe that eventually leads to when I write a story or direct a story, I really want to understand someone. And when I understand them, I just want to convey their stories. So maybe that's a process of itself becoming the coming of age somehow.
Mhm. What is your enjoyment of a Thai cinema? Because more and more Thai movies are being showcased and shown here into the United States. So a lot more Americans are starting to understand and watch these films.
Mm, you mean how do I feel, right?
Yes, how do you feel?
Mm, I feel that, to be honest, to be really honest, I feel that I still have a long way to go. I mean, the quality of the film that was done by Thai filmmaker, or I mean by me, it's still uncomparable to the masterpiece that we see in the global level, especially in the US. So I feel that I'm lucky that it's got to shown there, and I feel that it definitely gives me inspiration to continue making films.
Now, I want to bring up Bad Genius again because what you did with that was extraordinary, and I lived in Thailand for a couple of years, so
Mm.
I understand the testing process. But here in America, they are remaking that story, Bad Genius, into a film. How do you feel about they're making American version of the story that you brought to light just a few years ago?
But actually, I direct the TV series one.
Yeah.
There's a movie, right? I direct the TV series one, and I feel that it's such a rare chance, and I think it somehow drives us as a filmmaker to continue coming up with a good story that could be shared globally. Yeah.
Do you, would you mind if someone remake this film, How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies, into to another version?
I think it will be really interesting because I think it's a perfect film for remake because it's it could be done in a relatively low budget comparing to the many films in the market. So I would be happy to, and by applying this idea, this story to each country or maybe in the US, I'm really curious to know how in the process of script writing on how they adapt, how they choose what tradition or what culture or what relationship would they put in the slot of the existing story. There will be such an amazing process to watch.
Well, you made an amazing movie. So what's up next for you, Bud?
Oh, I have nothing in my pocket right now.
But you have ideas, of course, right?
I'm trying to find one, yeah. And,
Absolutely. Well,
thank you.
thank you very much for carrying this conversation with us about how to make millions before grandma dies. It is such an emotional story and ขอบคุณนะครับที่คุยในภาษาอังกฤษนะผมรู้ว่าเอ่มคุยในภาษาอังกฤษอาจจะลำบากสักหน่อย It's a little bit difficult, but we got it through.
Okay, thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากครับ
ครับสวัสดีครับ